So when I said to you guys that this rally that the NDC is having, and of all days, Father's Day, that is ritualism and symbolism, it is actually a diminishing of fathers and a diminishing of the men in the society. It's an emasculation of sorts of the men in the society, because no decent, upstanding man is going to abandon his family on Father's Day to go in some rally to listen to what I believe is a bunch of metrosexual men engage in ritualism, engage in diminishing men, engage in symbolism, and in some respects, empowering the women over the men in their ranks. This is what this is about. And of course, I'm sure some of the women in the NDC ranks love nothing better than that, because they're catering for the women in their ranks who have some sort of grudge, who have some sort of anger, who have some sort of bitterness towards men in the society. Because no respectable woman would actually encourage or engage in some sort of political rally on Father's Day. Instead, you know what they would be doing? They'll be home spending time with their family, adoring, okay? And at the same time, respecting and showing love and appreciation to the fathers on that particular day. They're not going to some political rally, unless that political rally was surrounded with a Father's Day theme. You never know, they might take the hint now that we said it. But in a society and a world where men are more and more being diminished, and Father's Day is not even a thing, you know what I'm saying? For the NDC to think that it's cute to do this is just unconscionable. But as I have said, do not take this for granted. Listen to me carefully. This is ritualism. This is symbolism. This is emasculation of the men in the society. This is like the last bastion. Once you emasculate the men in the society, then you have absolute power. And look at the metrosexual men that are doing the emasculating of real men. That is frightening. You see, they don't want that traditional, rural, hardcore, cock and balls man to show any masculinity. So they have to diminish that. Because once you diminish that, once you conquer the men in the society, once you emasculate them, then it's absolute power. Because then there will be nothing standing in your way. I mean, you have to understand that the men are the last bastion of resistance. And don't get me wrong, there's some great resistors in terms of women. But men collectively will, kind of fight against certain things. You know what I'm saying? So once you get them to engage in their own self-humiliation, okay? Once you get them to participate in this ritual of emasculation by them refusing to spend time in a Father's Day context and go to a political rally, you've got them. You have succeeded. It's over. And this is how the NDC administration tests the limits of its power. Let me see if I can get the men in the society to go along with what I'm doing here. Let me test the limits of my power. Let me see how much there is conformity within the society and within the NDC ranks. And once they test the limit of their power and they get conformity, and you say yes, and you engage in self-humiliation, and you engage in self-bastardization, then you've got them. You have got them. But you see, you guys are not thinking that deep about it. You think, oh, it's just a rally. I'm going to a rally. No, it's not just a rally. It's the day. It's the significance. Okay? It's what is being done to you. It's how you're being tested. Let me see how much resistance I'm going to get. If I don't get any pushback, if I don't get any resistance, then I have conformity. I'm in control. And then it's a victory in the sense that it shows that sadomasochistic victory again of dominance. Oh, I'm dominating the men within the ranks. And look at them. They're going along with this and there's no resistance. Boy, we have triumphed. That's what they're going to say. That is what the feeling, the upper echelon of the party will be getting. We have triumph. We've got the women, because women generally or collectively are more pliable in that respect, and they themselves see it as a way of actually denying them men a particular day. It's like a victory in some sense, especially women within the NDC ranks that have some sort of grudge against men. It's like, we got them to give up that Father's Day and to come to the rally and engage in self-denial in some respects, self-humiliation, and participate in this ritual and symbolism of destruction of Father's Day and relegating fathers to followers. That's it. That's it. That's it. You got to read between the lines. You got to look deeply at what is taking place. And without you realizing what's taking place, your unconscious mind is registering this. Your unconscious mind is becoming more and more compliant. And before you know it, you're doing things that you never thought you would have engaged in and would have done. So, carefully take a look at what is happening to you. None of it is by accident. It is by design. In diesem Sinne, guten Abend.